It's Christmas, bruh. I'm so done with these nursery rhymes. Y'all brought us here. We didn't ask to be here. Welcome back to Miss Brandy. How you guys doing today? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Brandy. I document my life with the reactions, pranks, vlogs, anything you want, I will do. If you are returning, wow, what happened? Hope you missed me. I missed you too. If you didn't miss me, in today's video, we'll be looking at part 2 of top 10 meanings behind nursery rhymes. If you haven't watched part 1, go watch part 1 and then come back and watch part 2 so it can all make sense. Because part 1 was pretty trippy. It was crazy. So if they have a part 2, then it must be just as trippy. So, and yes, I'm wearing glasses now. I'm going blind, so I gotta wear glasses. So if you see me adjusting them or whatever, it's because I literally got these yesterday, so I'm trying to get used to them because my eyes are all over the place. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to press that post notification bell to be notified each time I upload a video. Because a lot of y'all, yeah, I'm talking to you. A lot of y'all are not subscribed, but y'all are watching my videos. Just that's petty. Like, you're already on the wave. You might as well join and ride it with us. You're already watching, so you subscribe. You're already on the wave, so ride it with us. It's not that hard. Just, the button is right there. It's right there. Yeah, right there. It should not be red. It needs to be gray. And the like button should be over there. So like it and comment down below. Anything. I don't care. But without further ado, let's get into this video.
Top 10 family, I'm your host, Jade Arena, and welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. We are back today with another edition of Top 10 Scary Meanings Behind Nursery Rhymes Part 2. All of you at home seem to love them so much, so we've taken the sweet, wholesome things like nursery rhymes and pulled out the horrible backstories. If you haven't seen Part 1, go check that out right now, because Part 1 was very good. All
Go
these
watch
scary
it.
backstories kind of remind me of when this Disney kid, Zac Efron, played the horrible serial killer Ted Bundy. Eventually, everything turns to dust as we grow up. As always, I would love it if you could like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell. And stick around for the whole video because I'm going to be doing some more pet shoutouts because you guys love them so much. If you guys need some more content, you can go check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Also, we are starting to do Facebook exclusive content, so go over there and check out that stuff. If any of you at home want some Most Amazing Top 10 merch, then check out the link.
Oh my gosh, you're talking too much again.
For $5 off, which means you can grab a shirt for $10, and make sure you check. Let's get into this list. At number 10, we have Mary, Mary, Quite Contrary. Mary, Mary, Quite Contrary, how does your garden grow? This nursery rhyme sounds like it's about a lady who has the most banging garden in all the land. People are looking over a fence like, God damn, Mary, how do you get all that produce up in that garden? The song sounds like it's about endless envy, but I'm going to freak you out with the backstory. What this song is really about is Queen Mary I, who was in power between the years of 1553 to the years of 1558. You see, Mary was a devout Catholic, so devout that she put hits out on all the Protestants in England. Well, actually, anyone who wasn't Catholic, or those who stood up for the rights of people to explore other religions. But Protestants got the worst of it. When the lyrics sing silver bells and cockle shells, they weren't talking about nice decorations mad old Mary would use. The song is referencing the torture devices that Mary would use on these captured Protestants. At number 9, we have Rub-a-dub dub. Rub-a-dub dub, 3 men in a tub.
Rub-a-dub-dub, scrub, scrub, scrub.
However you want a tub. I don't know. Also, by getting more people in the tub with you, you're going to lower your carbon footprint, which is good for the environment, especially in these climate change times. But the real song wasn't about 3 dudes trying to conserve water to save the planet. The lyrics in the song were actually changed from 3 women in a tub to 3 men in a tub. The song is already getting a lot more scandalous. Following those lyrics were the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker. Now, this could have been referencing a couple different things. The song could have been about 3 pervy dudes spying on maids while they took a bath. There's 3 of them in there because maids would have been forced to share bath water. The other idea would have been that this was a carnival sideshow, like a peep show, where pervy dudes can go watch 3 naked ladies wash their bodies. Either way, the song is about dudes perving out, which seems like to be a constant theme in all of these old songs. At number 8, we have 3 blind mice. Being a blind mouse, you're not going to last very long. That's like having an unpopular opinion in the YouTube comments. You're more likely to get disemboweled and left for dead before you know it. And that's pretty spot on for what this song is about. This nursery rhyme is once again referencing the brutal reign of Queen Mary I. If you start killing off people like it's nobody's business, eventually people people are going to try and rise up against you. The three blind mice in the reference are three Protestant bishops who tried to stop Queen Mary. It was Nicholas Rattle, the Archbishop of Canterbury, Thomas Cranmer, and Hugh Latimer. These guys planned a coup to take down the Queen, but it didn't really work out. They ended up getting captured, tortured, and then burned at the stake. The reason the nursery rhyme goes three blind mice is because in the eyes of Queen Mary, these men were blind to the true faith, which was Catholicism. At number 7, we have Little Jack Horner. Little Jack Horner sat in the corner eating Christmas pie. This song just sounds like a kid who was a thief and would steal pie on Christmas. Who's doing something like that? Do you have no honor? It's Christmas, bro. That's probably the dark.
It's Christmas, bro. It's Christmas, bro.
Backstory you could find on this list. A little brat who went from house to house ruining people's Christmas dinner? God, that's dark. But the song isn't about that at all. It's actually about Thomas Horner. This guy was in charge of bringing pies to King Henry VIII. You know you're living the sweet life when you have a pie guy. Well, it's speculated that Thomas Horner would hide deeds to properties under these pies. This was his way of trying to buy off the king. See, Thomas Horner was a Catholic, and King Henry kind of started to demolish anything that had to do with Catholics. This was Horner trying to protect himself and keep some of his land. Give a little to get a little. Also, if I ever become rich and famous, I am 100% going to have a pie guy. At number 6, we have For Want of a Nail. The old rhyme goes, for want of a nail, the shoe was lost. For want of a shoe, the horse was lost. For want of a horse, the rider was lost. For want of a rider, the battle was lost. For want of a battle, the kingdom was lost. And all that for want of a horseshoe nail. Now, the song doesn't mean if you desire something, you're going to end up homeless and running around the streets begging.
That was a very confusing what's this called? Nursery rhyme. But let's see what it means.
For people for horseshoe nails, it's supposed to tell kids to think before they act, because you never know how the dominoes will fall. It's like, say if you're a kid and you want a candy bar.
That's true, kids. Think before you do things, because it can have consequences. So think before you act. Think before you act. Trust me, it'll make sense.
The money. So you steal the candy bar, and then you get caught by the police, and then they don't send you to jail, but they tell your parents about it. So your parents get upset, and then they send you to Scared Straight, and then a murderer is making you put Kool-Aid powder on your lips, and now he owns you. See, think before you act. At number 5, we have Pop Goes the Weasel. All around the mulberry bush, the monkey chased the weasel.
Oh, that's that little do 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 do. Boop! That little thing pops out. That little thing. Oh man. I mean, I didn't know that was a nursery rhyme. I just thought it was a song, but.
The monkey thought 'twas all in good fun, and pop goes the weasel. A penny for a spool of thread, a penny for a needle. That's the way the monkey goes. Pop goes the weasel. This sounds like a very dysfunctional relationship between a monkey and a weasel. I'm not sure how he's popping him, but I can only assume the weasel wasn't really into it. Well, pulling back the veil on this one, the weasel was actually a suit made of weasel fur, and popping it refers to selling it. Back in old English days, if you were super broke, you could wear your suit to church on Sunday and then sell it on Monday. It seems like all these songs are about being poor, racist, or dead. At number 4, we have Ladybug.
That's true.
Ladybug, ladybug, fly away home. Your house is on fire. Your children will burn. Oh, it's already not getting good. Except.
Okay, if this is a nursery rhyme, why are you telling kids that their children are gonna burn? These nursery rhymes don't be making no sense. Like, do they not think before they do these nursery rhymes?
The little one whose name is Anne, who hid away in the frying pan. So apparently this song is about the Great London Fire. The ladybugs are the people fleeing, trying to make it out to somewhere safe. Hiding away in the frying pan is a reference to how people would hide inside their bathtubs to avoid being burned alive. At number 3, we have 10 Little Indians. Okay, it's hard to know where to start with this one, but I'm going to hit you right over the head with it. There's a version of this song that uses the N-word instead of Indians.
Of course, one of these have to be racist. You know, you gotta have one racist nursery rhyme. I'm so tired of these nursery rhymes that have to do with race. Like, I am so tired of those. Like, not even just like us, but like other minorities. Like, what, we ain't did nothing to y'all. Y'all brought us here. We didn't ask to be here. Y'all brought us here. So don't try to blame us when y'all brought us here in the first place. So don't. That's another topic for another day. Let's just get into this.
With Indians already being a slur, there's a version that ups the ante even more than that. The lyrics in the song are extremely insulting.
No, really, Indian is kind of a slur because they're not Indian, they're Native Americans. Like even I don't know if I'm Native American, but even me, like I get irritated when people say Indians. Oh, you're Indian? They're like, you mean Native American? I mean, I don't know if I am Native American. I have no idea. But I'm just saying, like, for people who are, I get irritated just as much as they do because it's like they're Native American. They're not Indian. Indians are from India. Okay, okay.
Calling either black people or Native Americans dumb and lazy, and it also has.
So we're dumb and lazy. But we did the work for you. You didn't do anything. So now we're lazy. We did your work for free. We didn't get paid. We did not get paid. We did your work for free. Once again, another topic for another day.
Violent things happen to them. It's clearly a product of its time, but we have moved on from things like this, and I don't.
We have not moved on from this. This is still going on to this day. I don't know what he's talking about.
We're going to be hearing this on the radio anytime soon. At number 2, we have Meeny Miny Moe. Since we're on the train of racial discrimination, might as well keep it going. I'm sure most of you are familiar.
I don't like this guy. He just think like all this is okay and you're black. Like you don't think this is not right. But anyway.
With the song, but just in case you don't know, I'll cover it for you. The song goes Eeny Meeny Miny Moe, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny Meeny Miny Moe. Pretty harmless until you find out that a change was made to the song. This song used to use the N-word instead of tiger. And this.
I'm so done with these nursery rhymes. Like eeny meeny that we used to do that when we couldn't make a decision for ourselves. We used to say eeny meeny miny mo because tied by sleep her letting weeny mo. Now we gotta do with a racial slur, the N word. Are you serious? I'm so fed up.
This is a song people were singing to their kids. Are you kidding me? Who wrote this song? Donald Sterling? That's a pretty old reference, but it's hard to find new races to make fun of, which is actually a good thing. Race relations have always been a rocky place, especially in America, but I can only imagine what it must have been like to hear people singing this song when you're just walking around. Part of this really upsets me that
it doesn't even rhyme. Eeny meeny miny mo. Catch a. Never mind.
something like this ever existed. But then there's another part of me that is happy that we've moved past these degrading songs for kids. And we moved into an era where half black, half white Jewish men like Lenny Kravitz can be massively famous. Just a shout out to Lenny Kravitz just for being great. And for number 1, we have Ring Around the Roses. Ring Around the Roses.
We used to sing this song too back in the day.
Poses, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. This nursery rhyme is about the Black Plague killing everyone back in the 17th century. We're going to break it down line by line just to show you how much horror was packed into this little poem. First, we have Ring Around the Roses. This is a reference to the repulsive sores that would get all over people's bodies, not something you would want to catch right before a first date. Pocket Full of Posies is about how people would use that to try and mask the smell of the rotting corpses. Basically, just throw some potpourri on that body and no one will ever know is there. Housewarming 101. And finally, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. That's about burning the bodies to try and stop the spread of the plague. Wow, that would have been a harsh time to be alive. All right, everyone, that is our list. And as I promised, I'm going.
Honestly, this one was worse because of the racial side of it. The racial side just really got me. Cause stuff like this still goes on to this day. And I don't know, this one was worse than part 1. I don't know how to feel about this. But I'm glad I know. Some of them I didn't really know. I knew the Ring Around the Roses and what was the other one? Eeny Meeny Miny Moe. I think there was one more. I think those were only 2 I know, but even the rest of them were pretty pretty derogatory. So I don't know. I'm just tired of this racial stuff, racial relations going on. It's just irritating. Like, I get so tired of it every time I hear stuff like this. And then kids are singing these songs. They don't even know what half of them mean until they grow up and they're like, wow. So it's like, I don't know. But y'all, I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure that post notification bell on. It better be on, and y'all better subscribe. Y'all need to subscribe. I'm so serious. Subscribe. Let's get these views up. Let's keep living every day and live every day with a purpose. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.